Hello, YouTube. So, I've talked from time to time about how people do ridiculous things to rental cars. And I thought I'd seen everything until I saw this truck moved into the gatekeeper. And y'all have to see this to believe it. So, what's on the radio, I think, is a hint as to what's coming up. Let me turn on the lights, because I think the lights have to be turned on for y'all to get the full effect of this. Well, damn. I thought I had a little bit more space than that on Obama Phone 3, but I didn't. And the issue with that truck isn't what I thought the issue with that truck was going to be. So, that particular pickup, I was moving, grabbed my attention as I was moving a Tesla Model 3 out of a maintenance line over to one of the chargers, because I had a really low battery. I'm still doing that. It's I know it's causing a little confusion, but overall it seems to help out. Putting maintenance vehicles on the charger after the shop closes. Anyway, I'm moving one of those over, and I see this pickup truck coming out of the car wash, cutting in front of me. And it looks like the entire baseboard underneath the doors, and it's a king cab pickup, so 4 doors. But it looked like the entire baseboard underneath the doors was coated with LED lights, as if they maybe somehow stuck them to the exterior of the truck, or possibly drilled a whole bunch of holes across the baseboard and put LED lighting in. Because it was really bright. Well, come to find out, it was just little reflective stickers, which is still kind of a ridiculous thing to be on a rental vehicle. But the way the Tesla headlights were catching the reflectors, it was bright as if they were lights. I would say there's over 100 stickers on there, maybe exactly 100. They probably bought 100 pack, but they are stuck all across the baseboards on both sides, and weirdly enough, inside the bottom of the door jambs. So they reflect even more when the doors are open. I really should have got a picture of it. I was wanting to get a picture for it for one of the guys that was doing check-ins, and I ended up getting so busy I didn't have time to do it. But yeah, it's super weird. At the end of the night, I did bring Meyer over to take a peek at it. Although, to be honest, he didn't seem really that interested. I mean, he was interested enough, he walked over with me to take a look at it, so I guess that's something. But he was more involved in another project that kind of made me cringe, and then kind of was making me think, makes sense. But he was getting ready to take the PM holds off all the cars that were in the PM line, so they could be washed and put out and rented. Generally speaking, PMs is just an oil change. So I still don't know what PMs are on an electric car, though. That's still a big mystery for me. But with gas cars, generally speaking, that's an oil change. If you drive a car for a couple of days after when it's due for an oil change, it's not a problem. I think the thing that makes me a little uneasy about it is that you never know how long somebody's going to be taking a rental car. So I watched a really disturbing video on Caleb Hammer's channel. Actually, it took me 2 sittings to watch the whole video because it was over an hour long. Watched some of it last night, watched some of it this morning, and of all the financial audits I've seen him do, this was probably the most disturbing. And part of it disturbing just because it was disturbing as far as how bad the guy was doing that was in it. I mean, making a lot of money, and he was homeless. Now, granted, a lot of his numbers didn't add up, but it kind of reminded me of some of the things that I do, just pushed to an extreme. And I don't have time to completely explain and analyze that Caleb Amber video, but try to remember to put a link in the description. But basically, this guy was doing just an overwhelming amount of gig economy stuff. He was going through a lot of money, but he wasn't actually able to keep any of the money because his living expenses were astronomical. He was functionally living and working out of a luxury rental car. And I think he said he was spending like $450 a week on the car. Now, I've talked about some of the rental cars that I've seen that looked like they'd been repoed and just looked like somebody was living in them. And here's somebody talking about his experience and how he was currently living in a rental car. And then he was also a non-custodial single dad. Wow, did y'all... Oh my goodness. Did y'all see all the tents on the right side? So I've been wondering where everybody has gone that was in the zone. And I think I found some of them. Whole row of tents there on 52nd Street. Yeah, there's no way the city of Phoenix sheltered everybody that was in the zone. There's just no way. So, anyway, yeah, this guy was every couple of weeks getting a hotel for the weekend with his kids and spending like every 2 weeks another $300 on hotels. Just what he was spending to have this nomadic homeless lifestyle was just unbelievable. It's like, well, no wonder he can't get ahead. He spends so much money. But I could kind of see where he was at, as I've kind of been there before, not to that extreme, but as a cab driver. And I don't have time to explain all of it, but it was a hell of a thought-provoking watch, to put it mildly. I gotta get my sing on tonight. It's been a crazy kind of night and I need to decompress.